here. Almost finished and done. Dude.
Bro, I successfully did it.
Oh, what did you do?
I just created the best fan fiction in the history of fan fictions. It has romance, it has action, it has music, it has drama, and most importantly, it has vampires.
Wow, that's impressive. What are you gonna call it?
I don't know. I was thinking about maybe calling it, Devil of the Vampires, or like Vampire Music Mania, something kind of anime and power action thing,
Or maybe you should call it Dawn of the Musical Note.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea. I never thought of that before.
Yeah, you're smart. You're smart. Dawn of the Vampires has a catchy ring to it. I'll just add a little bit of a title here and make sure I send this out to the publisher and... Uh-oh.
What did you do?
I may have accidentally sent this to my producers in Hollywood, then my book publisher.
Okay, how do you manage to mess something like that up?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how I can mess something up like this, but it might be bad. I don't know.
No way.
What is it? Email from one of your producers?
They just offered a ton of money for making this a movie. Dude.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it
Ah, yes. So you decide to go to the movies after a very long day at work. You go out and you buy yourself some salted buttered popcorn and sit down in the most luxurious and softest recliners that our taxpayer dollars could buy. Until you find out that the movie that you're watching is this. I don't know what to say about this. You see, at first glance, you think that this movie is about a young up-and-coming musical prodigy, two twin brother crime bosses who are just returning home, and a demonic villain who wants said prodigy's power of music. But let's be real, expecting all of that is like expecting the Star Wars sequels to have a better plot. I'll give you a moment to let that sink in while you grab your pistols. And when in reality, this movie is about a young pastor boy who wants to be free from his father's dream and have a dream of his own, being a musical prodigy, two twin brother uncles who come back from being crime bosses just to make a name for themselves back home, who gather a ragtag team of love characters and side characters that would make the Dawn of the Dead cast as successful as the Lord of the Rings cast, taking on a demonic, music-loving devil who is a vampire. Yes, you heard me. He is a vampire. Did my point set in yet? Did you put away your pistols? Good, let's talk about the movie. Now don't get me wrong, I think this movie was still spot on. I mean, it was cool to see Michael B. Jordan play as both of the twin brothers. seeing a brand new actor get his feet wet and is really great with a guitar and his music. And I mean, shoot, even the villain himself wasn't that bad. I mean, I'd go as far as to even say that some of the side characters and their music was spot on. But even that goes without saying. You can have good music, you can have a good cast, but you need to have a good plot. And I don't think this movie has a good plot. Now, it would make sense if you think back to the beginning of the movie, how it states that music can be used as a tool for good to connect the living to the dead of the spirit realm. It would make more sense for the crime twins to come back home and bring a little bit of fun that they had with them in creating their little juke joint. And in cases like that, it would be enough to attract some bad demonic spirits who want their side of music to be utilized for, well, evil. Now, are those elements alone enough for you to have some sort of progressed storyline? Not really. Like, you still need some sort of love interest. You still need those deaths. You still need some sort of climax. But once you start adding in an element that makes zero sense until you get halfway into the movie to explain, then it becomes a little bit of a balancing act. And yes, I will agree to this. You can't have music-loving vampires who die in any other way that a vampire dies. I mean, you have a good enough connection already to build up a plot with not only uncle and nephew, but your ragtag crew who have some loving relationships. I mean, I'd be focusing on that instead of watching them all die at the point of the fight. It doesn't really add on to the point of Sinners. The other thing that doesn't make sense to me about this movie is this subpar plotline. You can take this out and nothing changes. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking the movie, maybe I need to have another watch at it to formulate a better opinion. But for the time being, I'm going to rate this a out of 10.